Hello there, Grumpy Old Fart here. I'm doing a movie review of the movie Justice League by Zack Snyder. Now, there's been some controversy about this movie, and for those of you who don't know, I'm gonna try to clear some of that up. In 2021, this movie came out. It's this year, so it's a brand new movie. It just recently came out. But for those of you who don't know, the original Justice League movie came out in 2017. Let me go into a little bit of detail. This is an action-adventure movie. It's fantasy. It deals with superheroes. Everybody likes the DC heroes, the Justice League. During production of the original movie, Zack Snyder's daughter, Autumn, passed away. And prayers for him and his family. That's something no parent should ever have to go through, and I feel for the guy. I really do. Okay. Rather than put the movie on hold, the people who were making the movie, I want to say it was Warner Brothers, but don't quote me on that. They brought in another director, a guy named Joss Whedon. Joss Whedon is a good guy. He did Buffy the Vampire Slayer. He did, I want to say he did The Avengers. He's a good guy. He does good movies. And they brought him in to complete the project because Zack Snyder had to take time away to go be with his family, and rightly so. You know, we feel for the guy. Again, no parent needs to go through that. That's freaking ridiculous. And the final product was okay. Not great, but it was okay. Because it was hyped as such a big deal, and when it came out, it wasn't what people expected. It wasn't as good as what people thought it could have been. There was a tremendous outpouring of fan support for Zack Snyder. And finally, he was allowed to come in and do the movie that he wanted to do. Okay, it took a couple of years, but he was able to finally get it done. These fans cheered for him. They wanted to see the movie. He completed the project, and it was touted as a completely different movie. The anticipation to see it was palpable. Everyone was excited. We were so excited to see it. But then an event happened that, and I don't want to hammer Zack Snyder too much, because what happened with his daughter was ridiculous and it shouldn't happen, but it did, and there's nothing anybody can do about it. And I feel for the guy and prayers for him. Okay, but he was under pressure from higher powers and in the industry, and I don't know who they were. I don't know if it was Warner Brothers or whoever. I don't know, but he made an appearance on a podcast. I want to say it was Nerdrotic, but don't quote me. And he made a number of comments that distanced himself from his fans, the ones who pounded, sent the support and letters and stuff. And they were responsible for him being allowed to make this movie, the way he wanted to. And in my opinion, it was a very rude. I've heard what he said. I'm not going to go into what he said, but in my opinion, it was rude and rather dastardly. But it put a lot of people off, and it dealt with the woke culture that you hear me talk about in a lot of my leftist destruction of videos. That's what it dealt with. We were not going to see it because of that, but my son really wanted to see it, so we ended up seeing it. And it really is a completely different movie. It's a very good movie. If you get the chance to watch it, it is well worth it. Much better movie. Now, and this, I'm not taking nothing away from Joss Whedon. He's a good guy. He's a good director. But this was Snyder's baby, and it should have been done this way from the beginning. Excuse me. The only thing I'm going to say about Snyder is he and these other movie makers need to figure out what is more important: pleasing the fans with their art or being woke. Okay? And I'm just going to leave it at that. If you get a chance to see this, it's a very good movie. The cast: Ben Affleck plays Batman. My opinion, the absolute worst choice for Batman. He plays a good Bruce Wayne, but he's not convincing as Batman. That's just my opinion. Henry Cavill plays Superman. Henry Cavill, I'm very quickly learning, is one of the better actors out there. I want to say he's English, British, but man, he's good. He's really good, and he plays it. He sells it. He plays the part really well. Gal Gadot plays Wonder Woman, and she does a good job with that. Amy Adams as Lois Lane. Ray Fisher plays Cyborg. Jason Momoa plays Aquaman. Ezra Miller plays the Flash. Willem Dafoe plays one of the Atlanteans named Volko. Jeremy Irons plays Alfred. Whenever I do these, I try to do a standout, and this I'm going to do the same thing here. There was some controversy in the other movie about Ray Fisher not getting enough screen time, and he had problems with the way it was done. And I'm not going into that. It's none of my business, but I'm doing a movie review, so I got to talk about it. In this, he gets a much bigger part, and it's a much better part. It's really well done. Ray Fisher he's a great young actor. He should do a lot more. He should get more. I can see a lot of awards in his future, Academy Awards even. He's really good. And in this, he gets a much better part than in the last movie. He really sells pain and loss. If anybody who's lost a relative knows how hard it is, how painful it is, this guy emoted it on the screen. This guy sold it. He did a good job. If you get a chance to pay close attention to him, especially his acting parts, not just him in the action sequences and all that, but where he talks, where he emotes. This kid is good. He's really freaking good. Okay. The other one, and everybody in here is a good actor. I'm not going to snub anyone. They're all good. But when you pick up standouts, you got to try to pick standouts. So here we go. Jeremy Irons. He plays Alfred, the Batman's butler, Alfred, and he is so freaking good in this. He's great in everything that he does, but in this is no exception. He's really, really good. He sells the part. He plays. Lately, they've been trying to get big name actors to play Alfred, and they've done a good job with it so far. The old Alfreds, they were the guy in the background. We'll sort of all get that for you right away, kind of thing. In this, lately, they've been trying to make the character a bigger part of the Batman role, if you know what I mean, if you can understand what I'm talking about. And in this, it's no different. This is he does a good job. He plays the part. He does it well. He interacts with the other characters more than just sage advice from the background. You know what I mean? And they couldn't, in my opinion, they couldn't have picked much of a better person than Jeremy Irons. He does it really well. So if you get a chance to see this, Zack Snyder's 2021 Justice League, the other one's good too. I'm not saying it's not, but this is just so much better because this guy had a vision. He started the vision, and he started doing what he wanted to do with it, and then something forced him out. Josh Whedon came in and saw all these pieces, and he had to kind of put them together how he thought it would sell to make movies, to make a movie that would sell tickets, and he did a good job, but it wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? Zack Snyder came in and did it the way he saw it from the beginning, and he did a good job. If you get a chance to see this movie, I promise you won't be disappointed. You folks have a good day. God bless one and all.